Okay.
Now that moment for popcorn, who wants to try to open the door?
So anyway, I'm gonna walk up to this door, and it's gonna look like some purple magic effect, and it's gonna look like a purple energy, like a purplish green, I guess. It's kind of swirl around and make it look like I'm doing something to the door, and I'm just gonna, little do they know, I'm just gonna cast False Life on myself and make it look cool. So that's 8 health.
All right, Birill glows with this orange, not orange, but I'm sorry, this like dull green like burst of light that kind of fades away back into him. You see the door react to whatever he just did and begin to slowly swing open.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay, let's get the fuck inside.
Does anybody want to? No one's going to question what the fuck Birill just did to open the door?
Beard's gonna ask him, What did you just do? That was cool. But what was it?
I know, it was beautiful. I feel so much better.
But what was it?
What was it?
Yeah.
You don't want to know, mate.
I do actually.
I don't know.
You.
Now locked on to this request.
Okay. We're going that way.
We're going on a trip in our favorite.
Now, it is at this point that you start walking.
I don't know.
If you hear a rather out of breath lizard climb over the hill next to you, having finally caught up to you guys.
You son of a bitch!
You're buying your health potion.
You owe us all a pint of ale!
Motherfucker, you have no idea what we just went through.
He logged in the Discord and it was immediately out, so he heard none of that chastising.
Oh.
It's rehearsed. We can do it again.
You owe us each a health potion and a pint of ale.
You fucks
Or in my
left
case,
me
a stick of meat.
You
at the
have no
comedy
idea
show.
what we just went through.
You walked off, you son of a bitch!
You got no idea. I'm out in the desert. This shit's
You are,
getting in my
you are
scales.
probably basking somewhere, you lizard fuck.
Don't know
I
that.
have been wandering the desert for 30 minutes.
I did not go back to that waterfall.
Falling!
I didn't go back to that waterfall and enjoy a nice, cool water park time. Nope.
That's good, because if you've done that, I'm going to stop healing you. So it's a good thing you didn't do that.
It's alright, they're healing waters. I can heal there.
Before Brill, you see Inkara just kind of perched on top of Torin's shoulder. And she'll just turn to the other three and be like, I say we don't tell him, and the next time we come back this way, we throw him up top of the plateau and call it quits.
I don't know what's happening.
Is that it?
Half of you look fucking shitty.
Is anybody going to
Look how I feel.
describe what just happened?
No! Leave him in the dark, and next time we come through this way, we feed him to the beast.
I'm always in the dark.
Yeah, more like
For what it's worth, Birill, is you could take a gander at your compatriots. There are two sizable dents in Hyperion's armor. Inkara is bruised, and some of her clothing is ripped or fur is matted. Torin has large bruises appearing on several places of his body. Veer is mostly okay, except she's coated in a small dust of green something.
You guys should heal that.
That is a part of her, I believe.
No, the gaseous. What? What's part of whom?
Oh.
We'll walk this up.
Where are the magic, you fool?
Walk and talk.
I am not that kind of magic user.
Walk and talk, everybody. Walk and talk. Progressing to the south-southeast.
Let's keep going.
Wrong way.
I readjusted.
Stop!
Stop fucking
Misty
moving!
step, misty step, misty step, misty step.
And you're out of second level spell slots.
Yeah.
So,
Worth it.
thank you.
I'm winning.
We can go into favors of that.
Sweet.
So you guys move. As you begin to get within distance of the road, Torin, you're reminded of what you heard earlier. As you guys see, now that it's becoming dusk, you can see an enormous bonfire off the side of the road, probably 100 to 150 feet to the north.
We cannot
Whoa.
fight those.
We hide.
Technically, you're already obscured because it's dusk.
Just go around. This was the original plan.
All right, fine.
No one's even interested in checking that out. We're just going.
We already know what it's from.
You think you do? You're making an assumption.
Are you weak?
We are battered, bruised, and broken. I don't want to fucking touch anything.
You guys make it somewhere across the road into the Red Sands before it is properly nighttime. Do you wish to continue traveling now that the sun is fully set? You notice it is getting cold out here.
You're gonna
What was an uncomfortably warm and spicy sands is now quickly dropping to freezing temperatures.
I think I'm good to keep walking.
I'm good.
You good to fine?
We must.
I was gonna say I can only.
I actually feel pretty good. My fur is keeping me nice and warm.
Okay.
I'm feeling a little chilly.
I just see if I have something that can help with the cold, but
Just walk faster.
I don't think so.
I suggest we do not start the fire.
Well, no, but
Birill, make an Arcana check.
Uh-oh.
It's, double check, I think it's 5. No, wait, 6. What am I
I
talking
mean, I can start a fire, but
about? What the fuck, game?
You
Don't.
can,
I would suggest not doing that.
yeah.
You're like, no.
Fuck yeah.
All right, Birill, you are compelled to stop your party from continuing moving right now.
Alright, we're setting up camp.
As you hear, not necessarily set up camp, but just kind of stop moving and assess the situation for a moment. As you have a strange feeling, as there's a type of familiar magic on the air.
Hold up.
What kind of magic?
There's something here. I sense it.
You guys hear clanking and cracking sounds and the shifting of sands in different places throughout the desert around you.
Do you want us to die?
Birill, you,
Arrow immediately.
Birill, you feel a swell of necromantic energy as you feel the setting of the sun give way to this wave of necromantic resurrection. And from under the sands, in just pockets around, clamber these little pods of shambling skeletons in all manner of different outfits and different memorabilia and colors from different wars.
At nighttime, the bodies come out of the ground.
Great.
Brill's gonna look around and be like, Yes. As phenomenal as
It's
this is the best place ever. Problem is, they're not on my side, so let's get out of here.
A significant pot of them seems to be marching up the road, like shambling in a pretty uniform way. It is the skeletal memory of a band of soldiers. They get to where you almost feel like they're going to spot you, but they don't even turn their heads to look at you. They just continue marching.
Just let them go.
Damn, this is awesome.
You watch them march until you see a counter band of said skeletons in a different color regalia. They stop a brief distance away from each other,
Like in a fight.
and then both groups just charge into each other, and there's the clanking of bones and metal.
Every night.
Yes.
The skeletal armies pay you no heed. Every time one pops an arm off another one, they just reattach it and get back to the fighting.
Every night. Them bitches wake up just to fight.
Fuck yeah.
So let's leave them to it, shall we?
Yeah. Just move on.
Can we camp on like a rocky place so
Alright,
that
when
way
one fully collapses, you
if-
steal the bones. I mean, yeah, we can move on.
can we camp on like a fully rocky place? Because I don't want to be on a sleeping bag and then wake up the next morning underneath a skeleton. Or on top of a skeleton.
That would be a funny joke.
Or as a skeleton. Oh,
Not
man.
helping.
Not helping my nerves. Thank you. You guys see what is essentially a mini plateau. It's not a big swath, but it's a little rocky outcrop with less sand on it. Right about here, which you could stop on for the night if you wish.
Let's go.
I say we stop. Yeah.
I'm getting a little chilly anyway. The excitement is keeping me going, but I'm just doing it.
Off in the distance, you can hear these armies of skeletons just meeting each other out in different places in the desert. There's just the clanking and crambling of bones and metal shields.
Brill's just peeking out at them. Watching.
Fun show until we fall asleep.
Watching.
After maybe about an hour, you see another brand of skeleton in less of metal or otherwise leather armor, but in flowing robes rise out of the ground. And there are these occasional flashes of green and blue light in the night.
Oh my god, this is even better than I thought it was.
So who wants to ignore that entirely?
Yeah.
You guys can't.
For whoever is keeping watch, at no point during the watch will any of these skeletons take a remote interest in the living.
Reenacting.
They will continue to fight each other in some mock battle, unable to cause any meaningful harm to one another, until the sun rises again on the next morning. And when you awaken, the bones have all settled back underneath the sands, blown over by the morning winds.
That was phenomenal.
You awaken early, feeling the suns, again, as I remind you, 2 suns, rise again.
Like Star Wars?
The third has not yet come up.
There's a third. I didn't know that.
The third son? I thought there was only 2.
There were only 2 up yesterday.
Jeez.
Why are you bringing up a third?
Because gravitational orbits in systems with multiple stellar bodies are complicated.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Nerd?
And you were not in a position to see all 3 suns in the sky yesterday.
And thus we are not in a position to question you.
Thine the Lord, GM.
If I carry the cat, does that count as like a shade visor?
For what?
I have an internet water source. I can always just dump it on your head.
I was
Does it
saying cat as a hat. Would that count as like a shade thing? Like cover?
I would say yes and no. It would definitely shade you, but the insulation from the fur would make your head sweaty.
Jeez.
Worth it.
My spore thing needs to be removed.
Yeah,
And Kara just tips her head so that way her head is in front of you, just upside down. And she's like, if you ever need water and you're very hot, I can always dump some on top of your head. And just goes back up to where she was situated.
So with that, rest number 1 has passed. Regain all of your resources.
Yes. Let's go find that rock man again.
No.
As we begin
What are you looking for?
as we begin the dawn of what is to be a much hotter, less forgiving day.
I don't like that.
What?
No, sir.
Veer, make a nature check.
Why?
Actually, Inkara, you can do 2.
Let me know.
We got a 19, and Inkara, do you want to try? You are also you're a ranger, which has some range to it. All right, so starting with Veer, you have this uncomfortable sense of say separation as you kind of observe your surroundings to understand why. And there is no wildlife.
What?
Not even the snakes or scorpions or itty bitty bugs that were crawling about in the sand before. It is just why.
Does that mean the thing is under the ground and everything's scared of it?
It is wind and sand, not a living thing. Not even the plants are as active as they seemed yesterday. They seem dry and acrid. And Kara, you, after seeing Veer kind of looking around, observe a similar thing. It is weirdly quiet even for the middle of nowhere. You would at least expect the occasional roving scorpion or something small. If not a monster, kobold, or otherwise skeleton left over from last night, but there is nothing.
I will start sniffing the air and at my high vantage point start looking around. This is odd. She'll kind of tap her foot and be like, stop. Talking to Doran.
She taps your foot on Doran like a frickin' mount. Stop moving.
Can I check if there's a storm coming by doing my weather sensor?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so she just creates a tiny harmless sensor effect that predicts what the weather will be like in this location
Okay.
for the next 24 hours.
You guys watch Veer pick up a little handful of sand, and she kind of goes, and she slowly blows it off into the air to watch how it flitters away. Veer, you predict that sometime in the next couple hours, there is to be an enormous sandstorm.
Oh, shit.
Rock.
Can I tell what direction it's going to come from?
From what it seems to you now, it will probably start off in the wastes to the southwest.
We're heading southeast.
Yes.
So,
Okay, so we should fucking move.
So I'm assuming you immediately relayed to the rest of the group, ah, shit.
Yeah. Deer tells everybody.
There's a fuck of a sandstorm coming.
Yeah, so we should move, guys. We should probably get out of here.
We should also
Okay.
look for caves along our way.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Anybody have any disagreements or anybody want to pose any ideas?
Nope, I trust the magic. Let's go.
Can I give the ranger?
No, Brill's just like, nah, I trust this druid with my life.
These are my people, and I start running off. The magic is also my people.
Brill just goes, yes.
Follow the weave.
I got an itch. Son of a bitch.
Itchy, itchy, bitchy.
Okay. What was I going to do? Starting with Inkara, then I guess. What's the plan to get out of here?
To get out of here, you just walk forward towards our target location and then look for caves as we go.
Walk forward.
So we're just going to continue walking out into the desert sands, ignoring. Okay.
All right, let's see which way I'm walking forward when I stand up.
Ignoring what?
South.
The impending doom.
Brill, where are you
I
going?
walked forward, and I was pointing south.
So I'm gonna send my familiar up and ask her to just check our path around and ahead.
Okay.
Some kind of demonic creature
So,
pulling me back.
So some invisible mage hand. Keep it up and it'll turn to a Bigsby's hand.
Scarlet's hand.
Squish. I think I just heard someone say power word scrunch.
Oh, God.
All right, you guys continue off to the east-ish, following the compass. Speaking of which, do you give the compass the same orders?
What do you mean?
I mean, its orders expired over the long
This
rest.
compass does things? Holy shit.
Oh, yes. Look for a cave to fit all of us. So we can hide.
Still look for.
You give it an object. You give it an object last time.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying if we look for a cave. Cave's not an object, so
Oh shit! I just realized.
what?
I was just checking my math for that previous encounter. I plugged in the wrong numbers when I did my thing before. That was technically a deadly encounter.
You bitch!
We told you!
Motherfucker!
I feel like we should get some props for getting that thing to half health then.
It was supposed to be a hard encounter. It was a little overtuned. It was technically bordering on deadly.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That
So what do we get? Well, what do we get for your fuck up?
Oh.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
No, damn it!
Oh.
But I had the golden ticket. All right. So, can we use the compass to find like a safe location of a cave?
It is only capable of locating an object or object-like thing.
So
I mean-
if,
The floor of the cave is an object, right?
No.
how long until the storm hits?
You maybe have an hour or two at most.
And how far away is the thing we were going towards?
You don't know.
In that case, I'll give Brood and the Ranger guidance to try and find a safe place to fucking hide.
Oh wait, can I use wild cunning to find a safe space?
My familiar can look. I'm gonna ask my familiar to look for a safe space we can hide away from a sandstorm.
I was gonna say, can I use my wild cunning to do that?
Wild.
I'll kind of do what? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Wild cunning to look for a safe space to hide?
Make a survival check.
Where is my survival? Haha!
Oh my God.
What? are you laughing about?
Away!
Nothing that I can tell you right now.
What?
I give you guidance, Akara. D4.
Actually, an extra D4.
Get
See if
that
it pushes
over.
you over 20. See if it pushes you over 20. Roll D4. It did.
20. There we go.
Yeah, they're dirty 20. Filthy 20.
The best.
I stand tall on top of Aaron's shoulders.
Tell you that the nearest indoor you're going to get is probably the crypt.
Shit.
As otherwise, it is just rocky outcrops. I mean, you could like huddle next to a flat rocky surface, but you're not going to get inside until you get to that crypt.
All right,
How far away?
ladies and gentlemen,
What if you're familiar? Maybe only
who's
A
ready
mile.
to run?
I was born ready to run.
you can easily get there. It's difficult terrain, but you can get there within the hour.
All right, my friendly golem friend. I will get off your back. Have nice shoes. We need to sprint. Immediately.
We're gonna go to the crypt. My familiar can guide us there.
We need to go to the tomb. It is over there. Should point in the direction. Because there is nothing else. So,
Because.
because of this dance.
Oh, wait, I'm right here.
The last one there is gonna die, and she's gonna fucking.
That's pretty.
To the east from here. To
No,
the
no,
east.
just towards the tomb where the thing is.
Ow.
So whatever direction that is, I guess that's this way. Actually,
And away we go.
I guess that's more this way. How far can I sprint? Hold on. I'm top of Torrent's shoulders. 35. Sprint is double, right?
Yeah, just moving twice.
Technically doubles your speed, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So I get.
Guys, I'm already there. I'm fucking gone.
Except that is not how that scale works. That would actually represent a distance of about 20 miles.
God damn it.
Until we zoom into combat and squares count for squares.
Torrent can move easier through the sand because of his boots, and Inkara's on all fours, just fucking running for life.
Torrent can move. Thanks to Torrent's boots, he can move through the desert as quickly by walking as you guys do while sprinting.
Come on, guys, hurry up.
Did you not hear her? She said, last one there is dead.
So after, I guess we're just all gonna agree to the crypt. Okay. So after nearly an hour of trudging, you come upon this. What should you say? Ravine. It just plummets, and at the bottom of this ravine, there's a perfectly flat carve into the rock with an enormous door in it.
The door locked.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I can go from here.
Dude, cat monks are the fastest beings in existence in this game.
Dumb.
Birill, you're just gonna see Inkara crack her neck as she.
Oh my god.
No, she'll start scaling down.
Alright, they're gonna run.
Yeet right off the thing.
Cats stand on their feet.
Oh no! I wasn't as springing as I.
Hey, Gar, what's your athletics?
My athletics.
Make a check.
Well, my good godly friend. Hiya! Ha ha!
Like a proper cat, and Kara is going to scale her way down the side.
Where's the one I gave you?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
My wife's making fun of me because I lost my fidget.
Oh.
I've got a little bubble popper that I do with my pencil while I'm reading things, and it's gone. And I got a new one. She's like, "That's not the one I gave you." You made it. You made it down to the bottom. Is anybody else just gonna follow her blindly? You're just gonna dive down the cliff face?
I'm not sure if you blindly. Like, cautiously, perhaps.
Okay.
Sane.
Would you like to make an athletics check to just follow her same path, or are you going to try to go slower and find your own way?
Oh, you know what? We're gonna hurry. Fuck it. I will try and go where the cat goes, and I will give myself guidance.
Even better.
Because that's what clerics do.
Oh God!
Nice.
You watch Torrent and Kara as you did this like cat leap acrobat. You watch Torrent just like very calmly walk down the side. Like there's a fucking staircase. He just walks down and then just like stops next to you. Like, hi.
Can I use my staff to like help brace myself
Impressive.
as I go down?
Sure. Make an athletics check.
Jesus.
Torrent's like, yeah, you might be a cat, but I got style.
Impressive, good friend.
All right.
That's how
Using
we
your staff as leverage to prevent yourself from falling, you watch Veer kind of hippity hop her way down and meet you guys there.
hippity hop.
Come on.
Like a bunny. All right, it's Hyperion and Birill. You two are the only ones left standing at the top. Are you guys going to find a more slow and careful way, or are you going to make the same check?
I'll make the same check.
Is Birill really tiny?
Technically, he's small, but he's not as small. He's just short.
No. No.
If you jump,
Oh,
can I
Not from this height. It'll hurt you both.
Torrent's like, this is... Hyperion's like, this is easy. I got this.
Hyperion, you watching everybody do this, you're like, oh, this is fine. I can do this. One of the rocks that has been taken by the other three crumbles out from underneath of you. And as you tumble down to the bottom, catching yourself along the way, you take 9 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
When he hits the bottom, I just lean over his body and I'm just like, that's what you get for being on a rock.
You guys hear the sound of like the freaking town bell just ding as his chest piece and his helmet are just ringing on the stone.
Jesus.
Why don't you punch him in his dick now that he goes?
About that, Julie.
Plenty of that.
Oh, she doesn't know that yet? Moving on. No one knows that.
No.
Seeing this happen, we've had 3 successes and 1 failure. Are you taking the the quick way down, or are you gonna
Sit on your ass and slide down.
What was the quick way down?
The quick way down is the athletics check that everyone else is doing.
With mixed results.
No! What the fuck kind of athletics do you think I have? Granted, I am proficient in athletics, but it is a 10.
So get a +2. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do it? No, you're gonna hold everybody. Hyperion's like, get down here. Just
After
recovering.
seeing that, of what just happened, I'll try to athletics, but I'm gonna be ready for a misty step as I get closer to the ground.
Aaron's a dick too. He's not giving anybody guidance except.
Yep, exactly what I thought.
All right, Brill, you make it a little farther than Hyperion before you feel yourself start to trip.
He's gonna say, I knew it, and then I'm just gonna let myself fucking peter my ass down the thing and fucking misty step to the end and waste the spell slot.
All right, you guys watch Birill like being very careful until he steps on a rock and watches it come and he goes, I knew it, and you just watch him turn to mist and appear next to you guys.
Nice. Skills.
That is new.
This place is bullshit.
It's not new. I just haven't had to do it before. It's a fucking waste of a spell slot.
Yeah, exactly.
And Kara just turns to Birill and she's like, "You could have done that the whole time."
We lost.
Yes.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I could have done it. Oh,
Welcome back.
You fucking piece of shit.
Did you hear us, Thornton? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
We've lost our Furbolg.
Oh no.
Come back. You're my pack mule.
Eric!
Oh,
He's gone.
you were my ride.
See you later.
Not anymore, he's not. Also, he couldn't have been your ride during that, or you wouldn't have made it here that fast.
Correct.
Okay, I'm
Literally just yeeted myself off the edge.
Where is our Torrent? Good.
oh, what the fuck that?
Choose it.
So you returned. Friend. Alive.
There we go.
Ah!
Oh.
Well, ignore that message then. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So, the little lizard used a Misty Step to avoid eating shit.
Probably a good life choice.
Now that you guys have all arrived at the bottom, you are looking upon these enormous stone doors.
And Kara just stands behind Birill, pushes him forward, and is like, "After you."
Yeah, I get it.
As usual. He'll go up and
You weren't there for last time. You were the only person who gets to go first this time. You fuck.
you left me.
You left it yourself. Because you're dumbass thought north with south.
No.
But yes.
I went to find supplies for you noobs.
What did I miss?
Nothing. I'm just getting shit
We're
on
telling
as
Birill
usual.
that he gets to go first because we all almost died.
Just getting abused because they ran into death head on, and I apparently wasn't there to help them.
You failed us.
Or at
but
least
so did
died
I.
with us.
For what it's worth, it wouldn't have been a deadly encounter if he was there. So, because the XP budget.
It wouldn't have been a deadly encounter if you didn't fuck up.
Hey, you know what? It wasn't a fuck up. I forgot to subtract difficulty given that we were down a person.
How do you know I didn't try to go find more allies?
Well, shit, you don't like anybody.
That would have been a heart
That's a
attack.
lie, Birill. You don't like anyone except for the fucking
best of the best. With honor.
What the fuck's a cat?
I don't know where the fuck the cat went.
I have to find others.
So, Birill, if you're headed into the tomb first, my question for you is, how would you like to open this door?
Yeah, that's the funny joke, isn't it? I'm gonna go up and poke it with my stick.
Which stick?
I'm gonna go. Go tap 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 on the outside of this door.
You hear this great hollow expanse ringing behind the stone door.
Then I'm gonna say open sesame.
There is no reaction from the cold stone.
Oh, let's try it. There, I guess. Who's got the lockpick?
Perhaps we should check for traps first.
Yeah, that ain't my job.
Who's got the ability to find traps?
I don't have that. I could search, but it's not gonna work well.
I mean, I can try and see shit.
What? I was gonna say, what ability is that? I mean, I can use, actually, give me a second. I can use, detect magic. Uno momento.
Well, detect magic will find magic, but it won't find traps.
True, but if there's magical traps.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to search the door thoroughly.
Okay, sure. Investigation.
Spooky.
Investigation or perhaps perception?
Or what was the other thing you were trying to use?
Perception.
Oh, I mean, you can do perception, sure.
I thought he said protection.
Much higher.
I was like, that's a thing.
You're not looking for anything in particular. You're just trying to take a good look at the door. That's fine.
Yeah.
This is a not so intricately, but definitely hand carved structure made directly out of the cliff face. These doors must weigh tons.
Okay.
Opening them by force will be very difficult.
I'm gonna do the divination ritual, the augury, to see if it's a bad idea to going into the thing.
Oh, it definitely is.
And as she does that, I'm just gonna.
It costs you 25 gold. Are you willing to spend the gold?
How much gold do I have?
Let's check your character sheet.
While they're doing it, do I sense any magic?
You sense a great negative magic within the tomb. You have 50 gold. It'll cost you half your gold to ask the augury for advice.
Inkara
Oh,
just hides behind Torin and goes, nope. Nope. After she uses detect magic, she visibly hides behind Torin and just goes,
Problem is, it's this or the massive sandstorm. So, like,
stop it, do something.
So
Like
I
that
saw walk
fire.
up to the door, and I sense this probably necromantic magic's behind here.
Once we're inside, I can do the pass without trace again.
Oh, good. That's a sexy ass spell.
That will help us not step on a bunch of bullshit, yeah.
That makes my lizard man's scales feel very nice and moist.
What the fuck?
that was just disturbing.
I'm so concerned.
Yeah.
You guys don't remember the lizard people in what is it? Skyrim and not Skyrim, Elder Scrolls.
Wait, repeat that
Oh,
one?
the Argonians? Yeah.
Argonians. They always talk about staying moist and all the weird lines they have.
Yeah.
I do remember that, yeah.
Because they're from the swamps that literally no other race can live in because they would die of
The Black
disease.
Swamp.
Yeah. Actually, in the end, there's Argonians are some of the most badass race in the whole fucking game, but they're always shit on because they were like slaves for the.
God damn it! I dropped my popcorn. No,
It wasn't mixed properly.
son of a bitch.
Personally, for the ESO stuff, Nord.
Nords are some of the coolest too. I like the Nords.
Racist Vikings.
Yeah, the racism issue. They do that.
Get the fucking Imperials
They're
out
a
of their
bit
lands.
problematic.
I liked kicking the Imperials up. They shouldn't have been there in the first place.
The orcs are cool though. I like.
Alright,
Okay.
now that moment for popcorn, who wants to try to open the door?
So anyway, I'm gonna walk up to this door, and it's gonna look like some purple magic effect, and it's gonna look like a purple energy, like a purplish green, I guess. It's kind of swirl around and make it look like I'm doing something to the door, and I'm just gonna, little do they know, I'm just gonna cast False Life on myself and make it look cool. So that's 8 health.
Alright, Birill glows with this orange, not orange, but I'm sorry, this like dull green like burst of light that kind of fades away back into him. You see the door react to whatever he just did and begin to slowly swing open.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay, let's get the fuck inside.
Does anybody want to? No one's going to question what the fuck Birill just did to open the door?
Beard's gonna ask him, What did you just do? That was cool. But what was it?
I know, it was beautiful. I feel so much better.
But what was it?
What was it?
Yeah.
You don't want to know, mate.
I do actually.
I don't know.
You.
I
Thank
don't
you.
think you do.
Was it a magical fart or something?
Birill, can you make a deception check?
That might have felt pretty good too, but no. Deception. Holy shit, I haven't actually done that at all. Holy shit, fuck. Here we go.
You haven't lied through your teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god, it's a straight 0 like the rest of my fucking skills.
Bro rolled a 15. All right. Veer, make an insight check. See if you believe him. It'll be a 15, or you take him at his word.
Give me a second.
I'm making your red bar your HP, your temp HP, bro.
Oh, okay.
Wow, the lag on all 20. Jesus.
That works.
Josh,
I like that.
she does not believe
Back to
him.
28. Perfect. That's a good way to do it.
Veer is suspicious that you're not telling the truth, but not so suspicious as to continue to grill you on it. But she has this tinge of understanding that you're hiding something, and this is not exactly as mundane as you said it is.
Well, okay. If you say so, sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
With that said, who is entering first?
Trust me, I
Into
would
the
like
pitch
you.
darkness.
You're my favorite.
Wow. Secondary deception check.
Yeah.
Trace now.
Well, I mean, look around. There's the cat,
It's up
the
to
other
you.
one that tried to choke slam me and hit me with an axe twice, and then a cleric.
You know what? That's actually entirely fair. I love how you said, and then there's the cleric, like him being a cleric automatically qualifies him.
He's like,
Because
he
he's
does
like
the opposite of what I want. Because
He's not a
I'm
bad
trying
guy, but it's like, you're on the other side.
them.
I'm gonna pass without trace.
Pass without trace. Okay, so that's going to take
No traces.
Thank you, Veers.
only a second, and then for the next hour, all of you are significantly more stealthy. Your footsteps ring with no sound. You leave no tracks.
Hell yeah.
All right, Hyperion will enter first.
All right. Hyperion, since you're the first one in, make an investigation check.
Tap it.
Fat man.
There's a
Okay. Who's going in after him?
What did he try to do?
Look around.
Who's going in after him?
I will. Is it
All right,
dark in
Birill,
here?
investigation check.
Okay. Is it like pitch black in here?
It is very dark.
Ooh, I have dark vision.
I'll do
Yes,
two
you
things
do.
then.
Same.
I'll do two things then. We're doing an
Very proud of
investigation.
you.
So I'll do an investigation, but at the same time, I'm gonna
I'll go after Bird.
It's actually pretty good. Wow, investigation. Oh, that's because it's intelligence. Ew, that's
A 9.
But what I'm gonna also do,
okay.
like right before
Go
that,
ahead.
is I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
Lights.
Oh, nice.
Moonlight.
Not pretty.
Isn't that gonna make us?
I mean, it would let everybody else know he's. Yeah, you're. But that's.
Look, we're gonna sneak in 10 lights.
It's gonna be like a
Give it light.
aquamarine bluish effect. And it's gonna be like this light goes out towards the center of the area, and it's gonna go and shoot out into 4 different directions. I think it's 4, right? 3 or 4. 4
not sure.
torch-sized lights. Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah, 4. It's 4 little answers.
It's just gonna pop.
Oh,
and
great.
fly
You just
in their
alerted them to your presence.
Fuck pass without trace.
Fuck, pass without trace.
Well, no, because now they're gonna come towards the light, not towards us.
Right.
That's fair.
In
The lights
area.
are way more interesting than you are.
And it's up to a range of 120 feet. I can cast it too.
Okay.
Gives us advantage.
It very much does actually give you an advantage.
Even though my
So-
investigation did still suck big cockles, but that's, you know.
You try to light the area in the entrance up a little bit. Well, it does actually help quite a bit. It's
It's not
pretty much a
gas,
darkened corridor. The walls are uncomfortably cobwebbed, dusty gray stone. Your investigation doesn't reveal much. Last person I have to ask this question to, who's going in third?
Me.
Veer, you've decided to be the third one in.
Yeah.
Okay, it's only the front three in the stack I need to know. Veer, I have the same question.
Investigation.
Investigation. A 20.
Bruh.
Somebody got
Okay.
seen finally. Thank God.
Okay, this was supposed to be functional beforehand, but when I have a map I wanted to switch to that had all of the lighting set up, and apparently none of my changes saved. So I'm actually frantically setting the lighting back up. I love when I do prep that doesn't save.
So it sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius for each orb.
Very nice.
So it's not like it's not superly bright as fuck. It's not like as bright
Mhm.
as.
There's only 4 flares.
With a
Yeah.
20, Miss Veer, you are going to notice that some of the tiles on the floor have this pattern that doesn't match up with the rest of them. Most of
Okay.
them follow this very geometric square to diamond shape. But every once in a while, there is a tile that is rotated like 45 degrees.
Okay, Vera's gonna tell everybody that. Guys, some of the tiles look different and off. Maybe we should not step on those.
Or step only on those.
Does anybody have a rock?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Birill, take the rocks off of your floating stick and put it on one of the steps.
You mean my rock from my Fey god or Fey dude? Is that what you're
No,
talking
I'm
about?
talking about the random rock that fucking Veer put on it when you first met her. And you never removed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Veer did do that. I forgot about that.
But this one, but
I am a scholar and a
this rock
scribe.
also means so much
I
to me.
track
I
all
don't
your
want to use
moves.
it and ruin it.
It might be fine.
Stop being a simp and just do it.
Meow.
This
Wow.
bitch.
This bitch is right.
Why don't you just shoot an
I am a
arrow at it?
I'm not wasting an arrow. Yours is just a dumb rock. Mine have purpose.
What?
Do you have a purpose for your rock other than for it to float there?
Yes. When
And
cats
that
get
is-
out of line, I throw rocks at them.
Wow. That got confrontational. Hunter, are there like rocks outside in the ground I can just pick up and use?
Sure. It's a desert.
Okay. I'm gonna get like a handful of rocks and begin like tossing them at the angled tiles.
Okay. Make me a dexterity check, please.
Okay. Am I attacking the rocks or just like?
It's more of like seeing how accurately you hit the tile.
Okay. Dexterity it is. 19.
One of the rocks hits with enough pressure in the center of the tile to force it to descend into the floor a bit, as if someone had pressured on it. This enormous figure like a 6.5, 7 foot tall humanoid figure comes flying out from the rafters, eyes full of green flame.
Green flame.
With its hands outstretched like it's trying to grab a hold of the nearest person. But given that the trigger happened while you were all standing back, you can tell what this was supposed to do as it stops moving suddenly because it's on a stick. It just swung out from the ceiling. It is a scarecrow lich. And as you stop to pay more attention, you caution Hyperion as what this was supposed to do is if you had dodged out of the way, you notice that 2 pits have opened up on either side of the hallway.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is great.
Gonna need a lot of rocks.
It's okay. I can get with rocks.
And then you look over and Brill's got both of them in his hands ready to throw. He's gonna be like, where am I throwing these? So many fucking traps. Are there any more? Are there any more things I gotta throw these at?
Oh, so now you want to throw them.
It seems like all of the pressure pads in this room have been depressed at the same time to note that this trap has gone off as a singular mechanism. And now you guys are going to make it properly into the tomb.
Don't freak me out, Cat. He's got to put frost on her tip.
It's just dark.
Yeah, I forgot your token doesn't have vision. Hold on.
Wait, where's the scroll? Where's the scroll? The pits.
What?
Where is the pit?
I'm working on your field of vision. 180.
And the pendulum.
Right light. Light. 30. There you go. Can you see now?
Nope.
Torin, I have night vision. Do you wish me to get on top of your shoulders and be your eyes again?
Yes, please.
Okay. I just jump on top of Torin. I am now his eyes.
Save settings.
I am now I. Good job.
There you go.
Bone shard.
You know, I like this relationship. This is very nice. I trust Claire with my life.
There we go.
Anyway, so yeah, a couple of these tiles will have had like geometric shapes on them. And you would have had these pits designed to slide you off into the abyss.
Are you talking about this?
Yes, that way, and then off into the abyss over here on the side too. Anywhere you see these like edge of the crevice just falls off into like a pit you can't see the bottom of.
So there's like a scarecrow like here?
Yes, it would have like fallen right in the middle, with the idea being you would have dodged out of the way and then fallen down into the abyss.
Sneaky fuckers.
Again, do we have any more rocks?
Looking around, I'm seeing a bunch of rocks, so yeah.
Sweet.
Dancing.
This is good.
Anybody want to throw more rocks?
I mean, I can throw rocks all day long. Happily.
Happily.
Look, more rocks.
So we are assuming that the previous trap is triggered, correct?
So these are all
Thus far we
the
are.
things.
Yes.
This is all the things.
Now these are something else you have not seen yet. You don't know what those are.
Okay. Let me reload because my fucking thing seems like constant load. That's weird.
But if we do walk forward, which I'm assuming we want to, these are these are representations of pillars that go up to the ceiling.
Okay. How tall is the room?
Tall enough for me to stand on your shoulder.
It is vaulted. It is this grand entrance to match the doors. These ceilings must be 20 or 30 feet high.
Torin, I would suggest tossing some rock onto the step. Might be some push thingies there. Never know.
Yeah, I will do my next rock tossing, I guess, at the
Wait, before you do that, wait. Before you do that,
Before I do that,
I suggest we take a step back unless there's like a pit on the feet or something. I don't trust this floor.
If you go any farther than like, oh, sorry, I gotta get my actual drawing tool out here. If you go any farther than like right there, you're gonna start to fall.
No. I mean like
right
back.
right where?
Back.
I didn't see.
Like back up.
This edge. This is the
Okay.
slope.
Oh.
It's not till like way out here you get into the pit, but this is where you start to fall.
And like, how far forward, like this way, were those trap tiles?
The trap tiles were way back here.
Okay.
So we're past them?
You're past the trap tiles.
Okay.
And the
I'm just
scarecrow
telling you.
burnt out
Yeah.
at this point.
I'm gonna turn around to see that. See.
Yeah, I'm telling you that I don't trust the stairs, so I'm just like, oh shit.
And for once, I actually want a 10-foot pole. God damn it! This never happens.
Yeah, right.
Can I use your stick, Birill?
Sure.
Can I have your stick, bro? I don't know how I feel about that one.
I'm questioning. But yeah,
I mean, I didn't ask for a shaft.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I'm gonna use his, walking stick and kind of like poke the stairs and be like, okay, any pressure plates, any like, kind of visual traps.
Yeah, you can do that here. Oh god.
Thank you.
What is that? What is the maniacal laughing?
You just don't break that stuff.
I'm gonna do my best not to.
So as you poke at the stairs, they don't seem any different. Nothing gives way, nothing presses in. The stairs seem
Like stairs.
like stairs.
Like stairs.
That's what the stairs want me to think.
That is what the stairs want you to think.
I mean, I could have my familiar run up there.
Yes.
Actually, can I do
Yeah.
Kill
something
your
kinda
familiar.
cool?
Yeah.
What can I
Fantastic idea.
what I can make her?
Are you trying to make her familiar with something heavy enough to trigger the trap?
Yeah.
She's gonna get.
Investigation.
So you're saying there is a trap?
What's your investigation for, Ankara?
I'm investigating the stairs.
You find the stairs to be rather mundane. You don't see any evidence of traps or triggers or
You say
anything.
she's gonna get nuked, so there is a trap?
I didn't say that.
Did you just give away something?
I didn't say that.
Okay, what is heavy enough?
A rock was heavy enough to set the other one off. But apparently not that fine-tuned.
Okay, we can do a frog that goes ribbit ribbit.
Hunter, can I, from my vantage point on top of Torin's shoulders, can I investigate from a distance the tiles up here?
You can, but it will be difficult to discern anything about them.
Torin, can you throw some rocks on top of the tiles on top of the stairs?
I can do that.
I just don't trust these fucking stairs.
I mean, looking at these tiles, are they the same ones as last time? Like, same patterning?
Which tiles are you looking at?
The ones on top of the stairs here.
It seems like it. The patterns that were in the floor kind of change a little bit up at this point.
Of course they fucking do.
Just.
Okay, well, my
In
familiar.
that case, I throw rocks with 18.
Okay. At what?
Apparently the stairs and the tiles above the stairs. So like the entire range of like of the hearers, I guess.
All right. Nothing seems to happen other than noisy clanking.
All right. It seems safe to this.
My familiar is going to turn into a frog and jump up the stairs.
And jump up the stairs.
Wow.
As a little frog starts bitsing about on the stairs, also nothing happens until they're just sitting on the top of the stairs and they ribbit around, flip around to look at you and just kind of like, okay.
Maybe something heavier. I don't think a frog is heavy enough.
How about a cat?
Like a rabbit or something.
Cat.
A cat? No.
Your cat's gonna die.
No.
Kill the cat.
Well,
Bit
You're
racist.
tearing up my heartstrings. I don't like Faye, but I also don't want your cat to die.
It has to be a small beast.
Okay, so I'll do a cat.
more of a dent.
Like a small dog. That will.
Well, I mean, from the
Hold on.
list, my best option is a cat or a weasel.
Weasel.
But
Weasel.
weasel. My familiar will turn into a weasel and
Familiar poofs away into
They're
smoke and
sli-
returns
they're
a
slinky
weasel.
bastards.
What do you want the sneaky little ferret to do?
go down the stairs and up again.
All right, the little pool noodle runs up and down the stairs 2 or 3 times, triggering nothing except maybe falling on its butt once or twice.
Okay, and then like circle around on some of the steps up top.
You guys waste a considerable amount of time watching this little fey poo noodle flits about on the stairs, and nothing happens.
No, I stay on the tiles after the stairs.
Eventually, it wears itself out and kind of looks back at you like, how long do I have to do this for?
Okay, I'll put it back deployed. Okay, so it
We know the
seems like there's
stairs
nothing.
and the first set of tiles after the top of the stairs don't trigger anything when the weasel walks on them.
When the weasel.
Inkara gets down very carefully. And just, on all 4 paws, just starts slowly slinking her way up the stairs.
I'm gonna wait and see what happens to Inkara.
Of course you are.
You got 9 lives, right?
Sure.
Then we're good.
Yep.
Okay. Inkara, is that where you're stopping, or are you continuing?
That is where I stop.
Thus far, nothing bad has happened to Inkara.
I find
Okay.
some of the stones that Torin put up here, and I just fucking kick it forwards. I bat them forwards.
Goddamn cats.
All right.
I'll slowly follow Inkara.
All right, Veer is going to be the next one to follow after Inkara. Nothing bad seems to happen to her either.
Hunter, do you see this stone here?
Yes, it is far too large for you to pick up.
No, can I jump on top of it? This is
Athletics check, I guess? It's not big enough to fully stand on. You'd be kind of precariously perched.
well. That's why I always be like on 4 legs, just perched randomly.
Okay, make an athletics check. All right, and Kara, for some reason, decides to leap and barely perch on top of this rock. And Kara, I need a dexterity saving throw.
God fucking damn it.
Okay. And Kara, you managed to get off of that tile in time. As your additional weight with that rock causes the tile to start to lean.
Shit.
You jump off of the way as you hear this enormous spring yeet the tile and the rock across the entrance into the pit.
Wow.
The fuck?
Okay. I'm gonna pass Ankara the staff. And be like, okay, use that to tap ahead of you.
It clearly did not work. Because
Well, the
that
rock didn't
stone was
wait
on
a
top of it, so it has to be heavier than that. Yeah, shit. Just gonna. There we go. Ah, shit.
It's just mark where that one happened. That one already went off. Today's traps brought to you by Wile E. Coyote. And then you look on the bottom of the pile, it says Acme.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming this is a doorway.
All of the traps so far have been themed about getting you into the pit. Like
Into the pit.
into the pit.
Into the.
I'm assuming this is a doorway or like a passage.
It's just an opening.
There's an opening. And I investigate the walls in between the opening.
You see nothing of interest on the walls between the openings unless you want to make an investigation check specifically.
Okay.
Or just test.
What's cookies?
100.
Any
Oh, yeah.
strange gaps
How
or
much
anything?
Hunter? What's up?
If I was
What
to
the
stand
fuck is this?
like here, could I kind of like try and hang on to the cat so she wasn't go like being eaten? I could be like, nope, gotcha.
Sure.
Okay,
God damn it.
I will do that in that case.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you don't see anything strange about the walls. There's crumbling sandstone, and there's too many cracks and gaps in it for any one to stand out.
Okay. I'm assuming these are stairs. Here.
They are. They are stairs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Try and jump.
As Ankara breaks free of your grip, Torin, she dives forward,
I'm trying to help you.
and luckily nothing happens.
Okay.
This time.
Also, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. Keep that going.
Guide me with my patience.
Well, no, it's more of I can add that to a strength check. Try and save your ass.
Okay.
That
It'll
one is
last
safe.
for a minute.
Did you just step on the tile?
Nothing goes off, Torin. It seems like this particular trap has been triggered, as this tile that the spring was attached to has just been shattered by the force of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the same way they went.
Okay.
To not press on any traps.
Vera follows very closely. How about you, Hyperion and Birill?
Walk this way.
Walk this way.
Yeah.
Talk this way.
And suddenly we're playing Pathfinder.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You just hear from the front. Guys, we have a problem.
What?
I'm seeing multiple different entrances. Torin, do you have the compass?
In fact, I do.
Which way is it saying the mummy is located?
I will check.
It is not.
It is not. It is not. It just is not.
It seems to be drifting, like it'll go like off to the left a little bit, then off to the right a little bit, then off to the left. It's not spinning, but it's pointing like vaguely forward.
Okay. If I try and aim it like up and down, will that change at all?
It doesn't seem to, though it looks like the oscillations get a little bit less intense at certain heights. It's almost like if you want to think about it this way, it's almost like getting a better signal.
Okay.
And Kara will tap the stairs next to her.
Tap, tap, taparoo.
Are they safe?
They appear to be.
Okay, she will step onto them.
Nothing terrible seems to happen.
Okay, I motion Torin forward.
Nothing terrible.
Nothing.
All right.
No one gets killed.
God.
Why do you sound so innocent?
Da, 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 da.
She taps pretty hard on the one tile in front of her.
Okay.
Does anything happen? Because I will continue the.
Nothing happens. Make an investigation check if you want to see if there's anything going on.
Okay.
Okay.
What's Hyperion up to in the back here?
I am chilling. I have not had the best track record tonight for keeping,
Very good.
so I am just going to stay in the back and pee on nothing.
It is
Well, as Hyperion is taking the easy route in the back pack, and I fucking Birill even more so. And Kara, you find nothing of interest
Okay.
with your investigation check.
Okay. Doran,
Yeah.
stay there in case the.
Am I too far away to Inkara my staff?
You could probably like squeeze it over or pass it through Tom.
This,
I'm gonna be like, Inkara, if you want to try like
Poking.
the tiles really hard, you can.
I just did it with Brill's staff, but thank
I see. We have Brill staff too. Okay. I thought Torin had Brill staff.
I passed it up.
I will sling the staff over my back and then begrudgingly look over my shoulder like, Torin, I'm not going to like this, but can grab my tail.
Oh no.
Rips it off. Oh, I see. I've cut it off. Well, that's interesting because.
Well, fuck. No, as he does that, she'll once again go on 4 paws and then put a singular paw onto the tile in front of her and then press downward.
All right. Nothing bad happens.
Is it to like yank her back?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing bad happens.
No. There we go.
Is it Vers? How do you say it? The stairs next to Doran is safe. Huh?
Okay,
Like-
I'm gonna move up.
As everybody moves up another tile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She will do the same thing to the tile in front of her.
You
Sweet fucking Jesus.
guys are moving so slowly.
Well, you put traps
I
in.
wonder why. It's literally your fault, Hunter. I applaud you for it.
There was only 2 in the span of like 10 tiles. I don't know what to tell you.
It's 2 too many. Okay. When I press on the one in front of me, does it?
And no.
Okay.
But in the future, you need to make investigation checks to see if the tiles actually change at all. As you push, nothing is happening. But if you had pushed on the pads, they wouldn't have changed either, for what it's worth.
Well, fuck.
You can't push with the weight of an entire human.
Can I see anything in that room?
Okay, look. Hey.
Okay, Torin might be able to. You can't.
Maybe if Torin lifts you up and puts you down, like just like a dunk.
Dunk. Yeah, the mock Jesus force of the tile would have taken her anyway, or taken Torin's arms with her. Torin, your investigation reveals to you no evidence of traps. The tiles look all pretty uniform. None of them look any more or less used or damaged than others. This place is in terrible repair,
Yeah.
as you notice. And as you and Inkara look over in here, there are tables with items on them
Okay, where is this?
in this room over here.
Oh, over here. All right.
Wouldn't a rat be really good at finding traps?
A rat would be really good at finding traps that had like triggers and stuff. It wouldn't be very good at finding that bad trap, though.
That being said, trigger traps are good to find. Well, since you're dying first, I wouldn't say no.
Torian, in front of you, you just hear Ankara go, "Yeet!" As she runs across the next 2 tiles.
What part of teamwork is unclear here, damn it?
Nothing bad.
one.
As one.
Nothing
if
bad.
you eat, I cannot catch you.
And Kara, as you glance into this room full of old, rotting wicker baskets and tables, stone tables, there is a set of rusted, aged scissors and short knives and jars with what look to be fleshy bits embalmed in them.
Oh god.
Okay,
So we're in the right place.
we're gonna go here next, okay?
Okay.
Investigation, I guess.
For what it's worth, Birill, as you make it up to this door, following all of them, would you like to make an Arcana check?
Yes.
As a necromancer, he has a special bit of background knowledge that helps with this particular check.
Yeah.
No idea.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Oh, because I reversed that. That's my character sheet. Alright, sorry, I refreshed or reset, so I had to fucking...
Intelligence check, so hopefully he passes the wizard failing intelligence checks. This is very embarrassing.
Arcana, right? Yep.
Ah,
What do you want intelligence?
17. Okay. Birill, throughout your reading and your studies, you have seen jars like this before, and as you kind of look at them a little closer, you recognize a failed canoptic jar.
Hmm.
Fun fact
what
for those of you in real life, this is under the table. Jars were used in Egyptian medicine, which is where they placed their organs.
Yep.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay.
You know it to be a failed canoptic jar because it is missing the touches of necrotic sealing magic, and some of the fluid seems to have evaporated or otherwise leaked out.
Gross.
But it was an attempt at making a canoptic jar, which reveals to a seasoned necromancer that there be mummies here.
There will be mummies.
Derby.
Fuck. He's gonna love and hate that.
Torin, I need to stand on top of your shoulders real quick.
All right.
I will yeet on top of Torin's shoulders and try and...
Make an athletics check.
Nope. Okay. We've just been doing this.
You've been doing this, when you start to abuse it, it starts to require checks.
That's fair.
Haha.
You climb your way up cat-like onto Torin's shoulders.
I will stand and I will look across and be like, yep, there's something in there.
Looking across where?
Over here.
I don't know where you're pinging. I can't see it. Oh, into that room?
Okay. Up there.
You see there's a large open room. The largest of the rooms that you've seen so far. Quite expansive, big floor space.
Mm.
As compared to some of these smaller rooms you've been walking by so far.
She will turn to Birill and be like, so what are we looking for, mummy-wise?
We're looking for the actual tomb, I believe, that there would be.
Okay, what does that
Are you
look
using the rat to search for traps, or is that something you didn't want to do?
No, I did want to do it.
Okay.
Search.
So you turned your familiar into a rat, or you send them,
Fuck those guys.
or do you send the rat?
To scurry about.
Okay, just scurrying about arbitrarily. All right, rat's gonna head off over to the left here, like.
Yes, but Birill, what does the tomb look like? Is it a giant open space with a box at the center?
Most likely.
Okay, I found it.
He says most likely. Aye. What?
I have chrono stuff.
Oh, it sucks. Pops it open. It's a lich. Fuck.
Okay, we'll go back
Run
down
away.
to the top. Torin, are you ready?
Okay, I'm gonna have the.
I'm gonna say yes, but I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the rat out in front of us then. Sniff things out.
Are there any traps under this floor?
The rat is headed off to the left to go start looking around.
God damn it.
Yeah, let's look around more before opening anything else.
At some point, Veer, make an animal handling check.
Why?
So I don't eat the rat.
Bites it. Poof! Where'd it go?
Your investigation reveals no new traps. Veer, you hear the familiar sounds of a rat in duress as your familiar comes squeaking back, and it runs up to you, and it's like looking back in the direction it came from. And Kara, you hear shuffling footsteps.
Pick my finger up.
I draw.
Shuffling footsteps.
I love that.
That was so good how evil that sounded.
Sure.
To hear what my familiar says, or can my familiar just talk to me?
Your familiar can pretty much just talk to you.
Okay, I'm gonna ask my familiar what she saw.
Ronnie, scary, mean, angry, coming.
Run away.
Oh, no. Great.
There is shuffling coming through. Inkara, you ready an arrow? You see shambling, hunched over, dragging one of its legs.
Great. That's just fantastic.
Wait, I can't see anything. Where is it?
The first one.
First one?
Oh no, come on! No! Hunter!
I hate
You
you.
did check your mouth, right?
There's more.
Oh,
I see a 6.
Wow.
There's 6 of them.
Roll initiative!
948. God damn.
Does anyone have fire? Now would be a really good time for fire.
No.
Because they're all in a
I actually
hallway.
don't like fire magic.
You are high enough level for fireball.
Fireball's
Son of
not
a
high enough.
bitch.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No,
Well, I have
don't like fire
spike growth.
That's god damn it! I forgot. You have technically Veer has spike growth.
What does
That
that
could work.
mean?
That'll do it.
And fucking Inkara has rain of arrow, hail of arrows, or what the fuck it is. Hail of thorns.
Yeah, actually took it.
Hail of Thorns.
That's shit OP.
And Hail of Thorns would also do it. Yeah.
It's creatures within 5
Hyperion
feet of target.
again didn't. Okay. Oh, you'd rolled again. You didn't roll initiative, but you rolled a number. I'll come over here like this.
So wait,
And
as a
then-
reaction, can I shoot?
You first.
Oh shit, yeah, the initiative and the thing. Oh, yeah.
Zombies are gonna go. And then
About that.
Torin got an 11. Birill did not roll initiative, did you? Or you rolled a 12?
Yeah, I forgot
Okay.
to click on the fucking, where is that? Oh yeah, top.
Yeah, I saw that. You're absolutely going first. The creatures are going last.
Question.
Regardless. What?
I readied an arrow. Can I shoot?
I mean, technically speaking, I guess, but you weren't in combat, so I don't know what you're ready for.
I heard the shuffling.
So scared.
I'm always scared. Always
Are you a
cautious.
scaredy cat?
I scared and excited at the same time.
I am a cautious cat. Fuck off.
So V, you're having rolled a
First.
21 on initiative. That's a sad crit.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna use spike growth on them.
Spike growth. Remind me how spike growth works.
The ground in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
All right, so a 20-foot square is going to look like that.
And okay, well we can just
so
move it a
technically I
little
rolled a
bit.
14.
You want to put it there? How's that look for you?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to draw that.
And
Then.
the transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area when the spell is cast must take a search action and succeed on a wisdom check against your spell. Save DC to recognize the terrain as hazardous before entering.
You talking about your spike growth? That shit's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's one
And
of
I'm
the
going to
first
use
spells.
this square to line it up. Good.
It's just gonna fucking come out of the ground.
How do I get rid of that feckin' highlight? I don't want it anymore. There we go. So that's your spike growth everywhere in the red square. So whenever the shufflers move now, they're going to be subject to, what is it, 2d4?
Yeah.
Per what?
For every 5 feet.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, that'll probably fucking deal with them on its own. But Hyperion, you're up.
I was gonna say, does that damage friendlies too?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I put it where we aren't.
Alright, I'm gonna jump
Were
up,
you to run in there now, it would damage you as well.
to that side and javelin. First one.
Javelin.
Are you gonna get it?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
that's
not
good
going to get it back until the spike growth goes away, but
Shit,
Uh,
that's javelin.
Yes, you can have a javelin.
that's a good
Slice,
job.
slice,
You
baby.
still have
That-
my
that's
bone
what-
javelin, I think.
He just throws his sword.
Mastercraft
there's-
bone javelin you have from me, right?
Oh, you know.
Mastercraft.
Okay, so an 11, so how much damage does your javelin do?
There we go. 6 piercing.
6 piercing damage. Okay. As a javelin embeds itself in the first shambler in front of you, it doesn't seem to care. It is missing a chunk of its abdomen now, and it just continues moving.
Okay, so they're immune to piercing.
Oh, they're not immune to it. It obviously did a sizable chunk of damage to its body. It just can't feel pain. Birill, you're up.
No, I'm not. I rolled really low, right?
Fun.
No, Birill rolled a 12. So it was 21, 18, 12. And unless Hyperion has something else he wants to do. You used your movement and your action. What else do you want to do, Hyperion?
Do you want?
Nope, I'm good. I
Caro
stick by
can,
that.
All right, Birill.
Okay, here we go. Alright,
Good spell to beat and wipe up the zombies on her own.
like... I wonder if I should hold action.
Oh, and it makes difficult terrain too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, difficult terrain, damage.
They
It's
can't
fucking
move
crazy.
at all.
They move at half speed.
Half speed.
They already weren't very fast.
Alright, 1, 2...
Oh, Christ, I can't even get out.
4.
Hey, we're okay with that.
5, let's see. 5, 10.
Now you see why the rat came back terrified.
Yeah.
It woke up a room full of zombies.
I don't know.
Oh shit, the rat wake it up. Woke it up. Oh shit.
That's why they came shambling, because the rat woke them up.
Were they hungry?
Rat flesh.
Right.
Let's see. I think I'll.
Also, Torin, what do you want to do as Birill is thinking?
I'm going to sacred flame the guy in the front.
Fair enough.
Alright,
Is that a save? It is a dex save. Really? Like a dex
Yep.
save? You got your fucking dex save on a zombie. Well, here we go. Is that fucking -2 for you? Spit in the face. Yeah, that'll do it. So I take a whole one radiant
damage.
Goddamn druid can or not druid. Goddamn cleric cantrips don't do anything.
Oh, there we go.
Not tonight.
This is that same bullshit that Shark tries to use all the time. It never works.
God.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate. Oh, Shark.
Because she misses everything.
She fucking does. It's bullshit.
Shadow miss.
I just been meleeing with her half the time. Alright, yeah, okay, I'll throw... I don't even know if I want to waste this if they're gonna run through this and die.
And I'll be thinking about what you want to do too.
Yeah, I already know.
Fantastic.
So bombastic, salavantastic.
What?
Stop it. You're gonna break that thing.
I hope so.
I'll just... I'm probably gonna kill myself.
Stuck it to the tail line and never move it again. Fucking
I'll
useless.
just Tasha
It's like
brew right in a fucking
it,
line.
the fucking glue. The
Toxic
glue.
brew right in a line.
30 feet, 5 foot wide. That will be... So dexterity
Are you
saving throw.
From who?
From the line, we're gonna do Tasha's caustic brew.
Okay, good. You're doing the roll for the damage. And then Inkara, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna use Hail of...
Damn.
Okay. I don't know if Hail of Thorns works. Is it another save or what?
It is a dex save.
Son of a bitch! All right, well, Birill, roll your damage, and then it looks like we've got 10, 8, 18, and then 13. And then, Inkara, who do I need to roll for you?
This one.
Just
but I
one?
guess... because it's a 5 foot radius, so I guess all of them.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of them actually need to do it then, because fantastic. So what is that? 4 points of... Was it poison damage?
Acid for the Tasha's.
Acid damage.
And they're
And half if they succeeded on what?
Half, right?
They don't take. See, there's no
Oh, they don't take it all. What was it
saved?
save?
What was the save number? It doesn't have it on the list. I think it was. Let me look at my D&D Beyond.
All right. Anyway, here's your save for Hail of Thorns, so we can just speed through this faster. I think that's a fail on all but one.
Yeah, so
Half.
just one, and that one takes half.
Okay, so what's the damage? Faster.
Do this. Ha. And that is piercing damage.
9 points of piercing damage. Okay, god damn it. Now I gotta roll a whole bunch of other shit too.
Yeah, it was
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll
And that
5.
is my bonus action. So, which one of these look worse for wear?
I don't think Hail of Thorns is a bonus action. That doesn't
It
sound
is.
right.
It is a bonus action. If it is not, I can change it. I have it in as a bonus action.
Hail of Thorns.
Oh, bonus action to activate. And okay, yeah. So first level spell slot, bonus action to activate. The next time, but then you had to use your ranged weapon attack as well. So you used your bonus action to activate the spell, but you used your action to shoot it off.
Right.
And then the bonus action stays active for the next minute. So you have used your action.
You're still technically shooting an arrow, which is kind of like causing the spell to activate from that arrow and creating multiple. That's what it is.
The difference is now that the spell has created a rain of thorns that sprout from your ranged weapon in addition to the normal effect. Oh, because you can activate it and then keep it. You don't have to use it immediately.
Right.
But you've used your action and your bonus action, so your turn's over.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
the zombies, I have to roll a bunch of shit, first of all, for all the ones that just got hit. Let's see here.
Mine was a 14 deck save.
So this one, yeah, I already went through that. This one's actually going to survive on 1 HP thanks to zombies. This one didn't quite die from your damage anyway. Well, it helps if I take things right. This one didn't die from your damage anyway. This one took a considerable hit but didn't die. This one took a hit but didn't die. Fantastic. Now we are going to play the zombies out. The literal only thing they can do is shamble forward. And only by 10 feet because of half movement. And then they all take 2d4 damage. Right?
Yep.
2d4. And then I gotta roll 5 more of these.
Yeah, 2d4.
Alright, let's see if they die.
2d4 every 5.
Oh, for every 5 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So that's 14 damage then.
It's fucking crazy. Every step gets.
Alright, well, that one died, that one died, that one died, that one died, that one died. That one is not dead.
Well, Jesus, I didn't even get to hit anything.
Are there more in the room?
You did. You javelin one of them.
Yeah,
That's not like.
Your javelin is now clanked on the floor in front of Birill. There is one more zombie left.
I'm returning that javelin.
As far as you can tell, there are no more coming.
There we go.
Wait, no.
No, there's still 4.
No, it's in front of Brill. In the space.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was the first one in line, so it's right there. Veer, it's your turn.
Oh. Well, I am gonna do frostbite cantrip.
Deck save.
Constitution save.
Constitution save. What's my con? Oh, I actually have some con.
Oh
It's
shit.
the one thing I do have.
Yeah, zombies con is like their only thing.
Fuck!
1d6 cold damage.
Roll the
and
d6 plus your wisdom.
It
I think.
doesn't say.
Oh, never mind. All right, never mind. Not yet. I've been playing an Evo Wizard too long.
Yeah, it's
1d6.
1d6 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack.
Yeah, it's never going to get to make a weapon attack. So even start that shit with me.
I'm just saying.
Give me a d6.
I thought
sorry.
it was the same thing, but yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll just AoE them. Fuck it.
And then Hyperion, what do you want to do in case this doesn't kill? Never mind, it's dead.
Fuck.
The last blast of ice just takes out the last zombie. Veer, do you drop concentration on the thorns? Okay. The thorns kind of wither and decay back into the dirt around them.
I guess I'm just gonna grab my javelin again disappointedly as I sheathe my flaming sword.
And that is the end of today's session as the zombies all drop, torn to shreds.
Can we loot them?
You can try, but they don't really have anything but rot flesh and rags.
Never mind.
Too bad I'm not level 5.
Right, raise. Well, they're already zombies. You can't re-raise them. Corpses are not.
What is?
Anyway, that's the end of today's session.
It was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed. Did everybody have a good time? I know that Rock Elemental was a little more brutal than expected, but it was intended for 5.
Can't believe aggravated.
I mean, no one actually died.
Why are you talking and looking at me when you're saying that? Pissed off.
I mean, somebody could have died if I was an asshole the way I played that elemental, but
True.
Someone did die. Multiple
no,
times.
nobody died. Considering
just
all 5 of you are still here.
Just not completely.
I went down twice, I believe.
You
Shame.
did go down twice, so to be fair, that was